Welcome back to Chung Hunt, everybody. I'm so glad to see you all again. This is the series where I'm unlocking the map one chunk at a time with the ultimate goal of filling every single stash unit and unlocking the Bloodhound pet. Last time we got a pretty tasty drop from our clue casket opening, so if you don't want any spoilers, then please check out the last video first, and if you're brand new here, then feel free to check out the playlist in the description below to make sure you're all caught up. Anyway, if we take a quick look into the inventory, you will see that we did in fact get the Ranger boots, which I am absolutely buzzing about. So in this video, I want to take advantage of the new content available in the chunks that we unlocked last time. I also have another pretty big goal in mind, so let's get this started. So in the last episode, we unlocked the Eastern Varrock chunk and a partial dig site chunk right here, this one, which was unobtainable without the endgame chunk table, so we used that to get that unlocked, which is pretty nice. Now, it doesn't look like there's a lot in here, but it does actually have quite a lot of potential, and the first thing that we're going to be doing is checking out the quest of Soulsbane, because we should be able to complete that entirely within this chunk. We'll get a little bit of combat experience and a few quest points, always lovely to have. I really hope I've got everything I need for this quest, because I have to run a really long way around here. We have to go like all the way down to the bottom of the dig site and then run back up because we can't go through this door yet. Okay, so we're going to go and talk to Lorna, who is only just in the boundary of this chunk. Luckily, we can go straight down into the rift after we've spoken to her and get the entire quest done down there. If you really think about it, this quest is pretty messed up. Like, this used to just be a child, and it just got transformed into some kind of like mud snake monster thing. And there is the completion of a Soulsbane, one quest point and a little bit of XP in each combat skill. So with that quest done, there is a little bit more content within this chunk that I want to have a look at. We're going to steal a cup of tea from this tea stall because it's a diary task. There we go. Lovely. Nothing like a nice cup of tea. So something else that was pointed out to me in a previous video is that when I mentioned previously that we couldn't ever unlock the Insidious house portal, I was actually informed that I was wrong, and all we would need to do is speak to any estate agent. So let's go and chat to the one in Varrock and just see if we can change our house portal over to Insidious. Okay, estate agent, let's see if you'll let me relocate it. Insidious, 8.75k. Your house has been moved to Insidious. That's actually huge. We've now got a teleport into the Great Karen. So it looks like I was wrong about that before. Thank you very much to everyone who commented and pointed that out. Okay, so we've just come over to Nardoc and we've stocked up on a hefty amount of bone bolts for my next goal. And where we need to go for the next goal is pretty convenient, considering we just got our house teleport updated. So let's cast that. Beautiful. Here we are in Insidious, the beautiful, wonderful land. So the reason that we're back in Insidious is because I've decided it's time that we actually grind out and complete a hard clue scroll. We've had a few different attempts on the account so far already, and it's always been unsuccessful. And quite frankly, I'm sick of the KC being on 0. So what we're going to be doing is heading down into the Varrock dungeon. So once we get down into the Varrock dungeon, there is actually a shortcut from here into the Karen catacombs. And as it's part of this dungeon, we can use it. However, I'm not sure how to actually use it. I've never come through this way before. You can just see that an ominous presence lurks within. All right, so after a quick wiki search, it looks like we can't actually do this because we need to unlock it from the catacombs before we can use it as a shortcut to get back through here. So that is pretty disappointing. Unfortunately, we were not able to get into the Karen catacombs, which would have been absolutely huge for the account. But what we are going to do instead for our hard clues is we're going to take a trip over to the Tavery Dungeon. And there's a few little hell puppies over there that we can sort out, teach them a lesson, if you know what I mean. Okay, we found a safe spot for the hellhound, so let's just settle in and hope for a spooned hard clue. Oh, and look at that, we just completed a combat task. I'm pretty sure that is just to kill a single hellhound, so I guess that's nice. The drop rate for a hard clue from a hellhound is 1 out of 64, which is actually really good, so I'm kind of glad that we decided to come here. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we got our first hard clue that literally took exactly 3 hellhounds, so that's a pretty awesome drop rate right there. Okay, so the first step on the clue is Almira's house just north of Baxterian Falls. No problem. Next up, we're heading over to the Brimhaven Agility Arena. Okay, let's have a look. And it looks like we're taking a trip into the wilderness for the next step by the Black Chinchomper hunting area. It's a PK hotspot, so I think we'd probably better take off our ranger boots. Well, it's time to step back into the wilderness. We've got quite a run this time, so we're just going to have to hope we don't see any PKers. Wait a minute, I think we're near Vetion, aren't we? No, we're not. We're good. We're good. We're good. I didn't bring a spade, for God's sake. I didn't bring a spade with me. What am I doing with my life? Ugh, what is my problem? How did I miss that? Okay, down goes the wizard. And quick dig. Right, let's run. Unless it's the same step again. It's not. We run south. Oh, not directly into the dragons. Okay, cool. We made it. We're safe, guys. We're safe. Right, off to the Audi Zoo. Okay, this is going to be step 4, which is the first step that we have a chance of getting the casket on. Let's see. Okay, new clue. Blue D-hide body, blue D-hide van braces, no jewelry. So this leaves us with a choice. We can either train to level 71 crafting, or we can drop the clue. So, because I am going to need to train a lot of crafting at some point anyway on the account, and unlocking blue D-hide gear is going to be good range gear, and if we get the casket in this location, it's going to allow us to complete Horror from the Deep, which is a really important quest for the God books. We're just going to train to level 71 crafting. That's going to include the creation of 12,794 lantern lenses. It's going to cost us about 150k in GP, which we already have. And as I can just get started on it right now, that's exactly what we're going to do. So with the fashion scape carefully and deliberately selected, it's time to get started. So we're going to be running back and forth from the bank to these charter crew members. And I better introduce myself because you're going to be seeing a lot of me.
Hello.
I love this wig, and it's even funnier when it's on Chunks McClue because it's clearly only being worn to hide his bald spot. There we go. No one will know except you and me. All right, we have got only around 1,000 of each resource left to go. It's taken me about 2 days so far to get this much stuff, and I'm just really looking forward to actually using it. And with that final hop and a partial inventory full of soda ash, we have finally got enough stuff to get ourselves level 71 crafting. I calculated the exact amount we would need slightly wrong before. We are actually only going to need around 9,300, and the reason for that is that I didn't take into account the 20 XP we're going to get per each glass that we blow, which essentially means that every lantern lens is worth 75 XP instead of 55. So that's absolutely great news. Let's head over to Edgeville and start smelting. Well, there's the first significant level of the crafting grind today. 55 has been achieved, meaning that we can cut dragonstones, create dragonstone rings, and make the Slayer helm, which means that we're going to be getting ourselves our very first piece of dragonstone jewelry quite soon and enchanting it as soon as we can. The teleports on the Ring of Wealth are going to be really useful for us. Well, it certainly has taken some time, but that is the last of the soda ash, and that'll be the last of the glass that we need to smelt. We've ended up with level 61 crafting, so we only have 10 more levels to go. So now that we've made all of the molten glass, it's time for us to blow it. And we're going to be making just over 9,000 lantern lenses. So time to observe the long-held old-school RuneScape tradition and do a little bit of bank standing. And we've just progressed from 69, nice, all the way up to level 70 crafting. Feels good. Only one level left to go, and we can craft diamond amulets and crystal helms if we want to. Very nice. Hey guys, it's me again, about an hour and a half later. So I accidentally got the level on mobile, so I wasn't able to record it. But 71 crafting has been achieved. So now we need to make ourselves a blue D-hide body and a set of blue D-hide chaps. And you know what, while we're at it, we might as well just upgrade our range gear altogether. So now that we've got the crafting level to make all of our blue D-hide, we're going to need to go and get some dragon hide to craft it with. So we're heading over to Tavery Dungeon. Well, it looks like we found a world. So we're going to need a total of 8 blue D-hide. Well, that's going to be the last of the dragons that is required from us. So we're going to head over to Al-Kharid, and we're going to be using the crossbow grapple to get there. This is a shortcut that I had literally forgotten even existed. And I actually only know it now because I was looking for ways to get to Atana, and this is actually the only way that we're able to do it. Oh, and we broke our grapple. That's unfortunate. Okay, Eli, we will take all of our blue d'hide tanned. Thank you very much. And we're actually going to make one of each piece of blue d'hide armor, starting with the chaps. But okay, there is our blue d'hide set made. We're looking real nice, and we can actually go ahead and go and complete that hard clue step. So let's go. Well, we've arrived at the lighthouse, and if we try to walk through the doorway, it is securely shut. So we are going to have to do part of the lighthouse quest to get in there, but that is absolutely fine as the exceptions allow it. So let's have a little chat with Larissa, shall we? There is the bridge fixed towards the lighthouse. Well, we've completed enough of the quest to enter the lighthouse. So we just need to find the actual location within this place that we can do this clue. Okay, it looks like we just had to fix the light in order to be able to do this clue. So we're going to get ourselves ready. We're going to do ourselves a cheeky little bow. And let's fight this guy. Okay, there we go. He is dead. So if we just take a quick bow and we have a little chat with the real Uri here, we could either get the casket right now or we could have to do one more step. Let's find out. Okay, we didn't unlock this chunk. We've got another step to do. That is disappointing. I was really hoping to unlock this chunk, especially after that entire long crafting grind. But now we've got to contend with the next existential horror that I've been thinking about. When we click on this clue, we're either going to be able to complete it or we're going to have to drop it. If we have to drop it, then, I mean, you know, what am I supposed to do? There's nothing I can do. We're just going to have to go get another one, but it's going to be so disappointing. Right, let's just do it. We need to go to Falador Park and we need to play the song Fossilized. Let's see if we have Fossilized. We don't. And we need to get onto Fossil Island in order to play this. So we need to get onto Fossil Island, and in order to do that, we're going to need to complete Voyage. And before we can do that, there is a prerequisite of the dig site. So we're going to go and get these two quests done. Wow, that took such a long time, but we've completed the dig site. So now that we're finished with the dig site, we need to start working on Voyage. But before we can do that, we need 100 kudos with the museum. And unfortunately, the quests that we've already done are not going to cut it. So we're going to have to do a little bit of cleaning of the finds here. And hopefully that won't take too long. I love the animation. The animation of this guy just cleaning his finds and inspecting them, not a care in the world. Well, this is going to be the last of the museum finds that we need to clean. And we now have over 100 kudos, meaning that we can go ahead and start Voyage. Okay, so after another quest where we've just been having the run around all over Gielinor, we're finally nearly finished. We've set sail to Fossil Island. Okay, Voyage is complete. We get a quest point and we now have access to Fossil Island. So we need to just get ourselves over to the base camp, and the music track that we need is in the Wyvern Cave. So we just need to have a little run around here and take a step inside there and we will be good to go. Okay, there is the music track Fossilized unlocked. Right, boys, we're gonna go get ourselves a casket, right? So Cecilia, I've heard you like music. How about this track? Oh, thank you. I love that song. And if you check this hard clue scroll in the inventory, it has turned into a casket. The iconic first hard casket of the entire account. I'm actually a little bit embarrassed with how long it's taken me to get a hard clue finished, but it is what it is. We are finally done. So even though this is in a duplicate chunk, I'm not going to save this one to the end of the episode. I want to open it up right now because it is kind of special. You know, it's the first one that we've managed. Cecilia, I appreciate this casket, and I really hope that you're not going to reward me with like a magic longbow and lobsters. All right, let's just open it up.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
114k. I guess it's what you expect when you open up a hard clue. So it's nothing really special, but I'm still happy. We completed a hard clue. Well, with that adventure complete, it's time for us to get back on with our overarching goal, and that is to unlock these Slayer Towers. So we're going to be getting back on these guys for some more medium clues, and hoping to get nice and spooned. Very cool. There's level 60 defense. We can wear dragon armor, which is always very nice to see. Now, I know that a lot of different NPCs will drop medium clues, and I'd really like to mix it up for you guys and for myself as well, because while it is nice to get a very nice large KC on these guards in the tens of thousands, it can get a little bit repetitive. So leave it down in the comments below. Let me know, what is your favorite NPC to kill for medium clue scrolls? Okay, and there is a medium casket given to us by Saba, who is in a cave just outside of Death Plateau. And if we take a step outside of the cave, we will see we are in a locked chunk, meaning we've unlocked a new chunk. And this one actually is pretty humongous because not only does it include Saba's cave, but it includes the Warriors Guild. So once we hit a total level of 130 shared between our strength and attack skills, we're going to be able to go ahead and grind ourselves out a Dragon Defender, which is an absolutely humongous upgrade. We also have access to some lovely food shops and some potion making facilities. Yeah, overall a very nice chunk to get unlocked. Let's open up the casket and see what's inside. Oh hell yeah, Zamorak page 1, a new item on the collection log, always nice to see. Okay, we actually went extremely dry for this clue. It took over 600 guard KC for us to get it, but luckily we're on the final step and it's going to be a new chunk unlock. Beautiful, there we go, one casket for us, and we're unlocking the chunk right over here, which includes the Tower of Life, a lovely fairy ring teleport, and the Necromancer Tower, which I don't think I've ever been in my life. Like, I don't think there is any reason for us to do anything there. But more importantly than that, we should be able to walk here from Port Khazard, which means that we've now got a free teleport method and an unlimited teleport method into our second landmass, our Ardoyne area. The world's really just gotten a whole lot bigger there. So let's take a look in the casket. Oh shit, Amardale stole. And some dig site teleports as well. 2 new items in the collection log. Absolutely love to see it. I don't know if I'm able to wear a stole yet. Let's see. No, we still need level 60 prayer. So as I mentioned a moment ago, inside this chunk is the Tower of Life, which includes the Tower of Life quest. So we're going to go ahead and get that completed. Well, we fixed all the machinery and freed the homunculus. Let's just go and get our quest reward. Beautiful. The Tower of Life is now complete. We get a little bit of assorted XP, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we've got a little bit of an opportunity to do a bit of questing now. So as you can see, we have a clue step requiring us to speak to Gabuti. According to the wiki, he only shows up here after the quest Jungle Potion is completed. So as the only requirement for Jungle Potion is level 3 Herblore, and we've already got way past that, we can go ahead and get that quest done. Jungle Potion has been completed. We get a little bit of Herblore XP. I think that might be giving us a level. Yes, it is 28. Absolutely beautiful. And look at that, we just hit a total level of 1100 as well. So let's go and speak to Gabuti, who should now be hanging out in the middle of the town. Ah, there he is. And he's provided us with another clue scroll. Thank you very much, my friend. And it sent us over to Varrock for a duplicate casket. Let's pop it in the bank. Well, we're just taking a walk up to the Aurania altar for step 5 on this medium clue right here. And you know what that means? It means that we're going to be unlocking a brand new chunk. So let's take a little dig behind the altar, and there is a casket. Fantastic. Let's unlock this chunk. So as you can see, it is pretty much locked off on all sides. And although there's an Aurania teleport there, we do not have 71 magic or lunar spells. So once we leave this area, we won't be coming back until we get another clue here. Luckily though, if we head on down this ladder, there is a man named Enoila right here who we can use to bank. And all we need to bank with him is to sacrifice 20 of any type of rune. So I brought my big stack of mind runes here with me, and we're going to set those up for a quick payment with him. So I've decided that before we leave this chunk, we're actually going to use up all 1400 of our pure essence and gain a few runecrafting levels, because it's actually the only skill left on the account that is at level 1. So while it's not something that we particularly need at this moment, we've got an opportunity to use a pretty good training method, so we might as well take it. Before we start off with our grind, let's open up the casket and have a look at what's inside. Oh shit, an ancient cloak. That's actually pretty nice. That's actually really good. Excellent for prayer bonus. That'll be really nice at Barrows one day. Damn, looking good. So I guess we're going to be spending a little bit of time running back and forth with all these lovely people. So let's take a look at the first RC levels on the entire account. Absolutely iconic moment. 255 experience straight away, bringing us up to level 4. Absolutely love to see it. Well, there's level 10 runecrafting coming in. That took like no time at all. This place is so incredible at low levels. Look at that, level 20 runecrafting already. So I just want to say a massive thanks to 99 Herb Rolling over here, who's donated a bond over to Chunks McClue. I'd never asked for donations like this, but this wonderful man just contacted me and asked if he could help out with the membership, so I really do appreciate it, so a massive thank you to you. Alright, well this is the last of the pure essence that we've got. And that has just about brought us up to level 32 Runecraft, so going from level 1 to 32 in the space of about an hour and a half, can't really complain there. Now, we may be done with runecrafting, but we are not done with the Orania altar just yet. So we're going to be stepping into our range gear right now because there is one particular enemy in here that we need to grab a certain drop from, and that is the Zamorak warriors. So these guys can be safe spotted over here on these vents. If we just grab him and then make our way right over here, we are going to be safe and we can kill him without taking any damage at all. Now these guys have a chance of dropping a rune scimitar. It's a 1 out of 50 chance, and we're going to be grabbing 2 of those. And the reason we're getting 2 is kind of arbitrary, to be honest, but we have 2 rune scimitar ornament kits in the bank, and you know, I'd just kind of like to make use out of them. Well, look at that. There is the first rune scimitar on the account. It feels good. Every single Iron Man should have one of these. And you know what? It only took 11 KC, so we're definitely going to be going for the second one. Well, that's going to be the last of the Zamorak warriors that we killed for a little while. We've been here for quite a long time, and we haven't managed to get our second rune sim just yet. And to be honest, it's not that important that we get it. It just would have been quite nice so that we can make use of those ornament kits. So we're going to head out of there for now. So before we move on, let's just see how this looks. Very fancy looking handle. Beautiful, looking real nice. Okay, with potential to unlock a new chunk right here. I don't think it would be a super useful one, but let's have a look. Nope, never lucky. So we're on our way through the Karamja Underground to go and complete step 3 on this medium here. And if we get the casket here, it's going to have some pretty big implications for the account. Demons, can you leave me alone? Can you not? Just for 1 minute, please. Okay, we've arrived at the spot. We're just going to dig. We're not going to build it up. We're just going to go for it and hope for the best. Never lucky, guys. Never lucky. Well, we might not have unlocked the fight caves, but we might still get another chunk here. And look at that. We have unlocked ourselves a new chunk. It might not be the fight caves, but it is still something. And it's going to add into our little landmass that we're starting to build up over on Zaya. I don't think there's anything in particular that we need to do here before leaving, but it's still nice to have it. So let's just open up the casket. Okay, we've got another chance to unlock a chunk, and this one is actually going to be a lot more useful than the last one that we got if we can get it unlocked. So let's have a little dig and see what we get. Ah, never lucky, guys. Never lucky. Hey, there we go. Level 60 range coming in without a pop-up from the game, which I think is pretty rude, to be honest, but we love to see those levels. And there's 65 strength achieved. Fantastic. Well, it looks like we're about to unlock a new chunk, and it's quite a disappointing one for me, because if we take a little look at the map right here, you can see we're at the northern side of Crandor. If we instead had been able to get the southern side of Crandor, we would have unlocked something absolutely insane for the account. And so let's dig here, grab a casket. Beautiful. Unlock this chunk, which is largely useless. I guess there's some gold there if you want to go mining. A little bit of coal, a little bit of mithril, you know. And opening the casket. Oh shit, that's not bad at all. Amardale page 2. Mithril plate skirt T. And like my 7th or 8th green d'hide body. Real nice. So for this one, I've emptied my inventory and put on a bit of fashion skate, because if we get this chunk, then we have a little bit of a grind to do here in the RCS library, and we're going to want to be as light as possible and have as much inventory space as possible as well. So let's have a little chat with Professor Gracklebone and see if he fancies handing a casket over to us. He does not. Well, maybe missing out on that Gracklebone clue wasn't such a bad thing, because the next step has led us to Dominic Onion, just outside the Nightmare Zone, and that would be a new chunk if he fancies giving us a little bit of a completion. So let's see. Yes. Oh, this is a good one, boys. This is a good one. So let's unlock the majority of Yanil. which includes the Wizard Guild, which obviously we can't get into just yet as we need 66 magic and completion of Hand in the Sand. But a very, very important thing that is included in this chunk is the Hunter Shop over here, as that is one of the steps that is required to complete the Ardoin Easy Diary. So we're definitely going to go and get that step done. It's also really nice because it connects to our sort of western / Ardoin landmass, which we can get to from the fishing trawler or even from the Nightmare Zone teleport now, actually. So yeah, overall a nice and convenient chunk. And let's see what's inside this here casket. So let's have a quick chat with Alec over here. And there we go. We've completed an easy task in the Ardoin area. We'd love to see that. Absolutely beautiful. So let's finish off this attack level at the Guards of Palador and see if we can get a few more clues before the end of the video. We're on our way to step 5 of another classic medium clue. And we're going to be getting ourselves yet another chunk. I feel like we've unlocked so many in this episode. So let's have a little chat with Femi. And we've grabbed ourselves a beautiful little casket right there, adding on yet another chunk to our Ardoin landmass. And this is actually pretty nice because I'm fairly certain we can use the Necklace of Passage outpost teleport now whenever we want to. It's going to be pretty close to the border, but still pretty nice to know. Anyway, what's inside? Oh, duplicate crier hat. Well, there we go. Finally, we've hit 65 attack. Feels really good to get there. We would have got there like 2 or 3 hours ago, but these guards were just being so generous with their clue drops that, you know, we've just been absolutely running around Gielinor instead of getting XP. But that is not something that I'm going to be complaining about because we are now going to do the customary opening of the caskets that are stored in the bank. So let's head over there and have a quick look at the stockpile that we've got for today's video. Okay, with fashion scaped up, we're ready to get opening. As you can see, we've got 15 beginners, 4 easies and 11 mediums to open through. All right, so let's start off with the beginners. Oh nice, a Jester Cape. That's a brand new collection log item. Love to see it. Oh, and actually, there we go. That is actually my favorite of all of the beginner rewards, the shoulder parrot. It's such a cool little reward. It's like a pet before you get a pet. Okay, that's all of the beginners gone. Look at that Jester Cape looking good, and even better, the shoulder parrot. That is definitely going to be joining us for the rest of this session. Okay, so with the parrot for good luck, let's open up the easies. Nada teleports, can't complain. Okay, nothing super interesting from them. Let's get started on these mediums. Adamant Helm H1, I'd love to see it. And a green headband, that is 2 uniques in a row. Let's keep this look going. Oh my god, 3 in a row. Master Scrollbook. Actually, that's going to be super nice for saving up some bank space later on down the line. Ooh, and Sammy page 4. We're actually really close to finishing off that book now. And a Strength Amulet T. We are getting super lucky so far with these. And yet another unique. Green D-Hide Body G. Love to see it. Oh my god, we've just finished the Zamorak God Book. We've done that so quickly. We need to work on those clues, and we need to get that chunk unlocked so we can complete the Horror from the Deep quest, because that is going to be an incredible offhand. And on the final medium of the day, there is a Bandos Cloak as well. I have to say, I think that went incredibly well for an opening session. So let's take a quick look at our collection log now. We have a total of 102 collections logged, and if we take a look at our clues, you can see 11 out of 16 beginners, 23 out of 131 easies, 18 out of 115 mediums, and even though we completed a hard clue in this video, still 0 collections logged from there. Oh, and also 22 out of 49 on those shared treasure trail rewards. Well, that is where we're going to end the episode for today. We made some insane progress. We've unlocked so many chunks there and gained ourselves some pretty awesome uniques. So although we're still locked out of Slayer and we haven't unlocked the Slayer Tower just yet, next time we are going to move on to doing something a little bit different. So if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to hit that button so you are notified of the next time that I upload. And while you're at it, drop a like and a comment at the same time. You might as well. Anyway, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and if you've made it all the way to the end, you're an absolute legend. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys.